As we can see here, the model has long hair with a colour wash, with the shafts being somewhat damaged towards the ends. We start by washing the hair gently to remove any trace of mousse, lacquer, etc. that could alter the chemical process of the perm. It is important to stress that when you wash the hair before perming or relaxing, you need to be careful not to use a shampoo with a built-in silicone oil conditioner. Quite often these shampoos, after several uses, leave an invisible film on the hair that is impenetrable for the perming or relaxing liquids. After washing the hair, we eliminate the excess water with a towel. We now move on to setting the preliminary cut, in this case with the head facing slightly downwards. We take a frontal section and we cut it across to layer the ends and to set the style to the desired length. We cut straight evenly so that we will be able to put in the curlers more easily. We work the length, bringing the hair forwards to be cut at the length of the first section. We do the same on the other side. When we finish the front, we comb the hair backwards and we cut straight at the nape to even the lengths. We now move on to the preliminary steps. We protect the hair where it is driest, like the ends or the highlights where it is dyed, etc., according to its type and type. It is important to check the roots, the shafts towards the ends, and any possible traces of old perms or relaxing. We comb the hair to spread the product. We now start the perm itself. We will do it indirectly, that is to say, setting the hair with the curlers with only the hair conditioned and protected. Only when we have finished setting the curlers will we apply the perming liquid of the first step. We start taking zigzag sections of hair and roll them. We place a protective piece of paper at the ends and we roll the hair in the curler. The size of the curler depends on the type of hair being styled and also the look the client wants, bearing in mind what is fashionable. In the second row, we insert curlers to prevent the typical partings of the classical hairdressing academy. We always use wooden curlers as they help to absorb the liquid, unlike the plastic ones that tend to reject it. We can see how we keep the hair very taut as we roll the curler until we reach the root, which is fixed in place with a band. We do the same with the hair in the third row. We put a first curl at the front and two others are inserted behind to close any partings. We can see the difference in the design of the Llongueras basic perm, where the colours interlink, and the completely straight partings of the traditional academy style. We can see in these shots the whole of the work top, interlinking the colours as shown in the design. We now start to work on the sides. At the top we curl the hair vertically. At the sides of the ears, we curl the hair horizontally to get more volume. We move on to working the nape. We continue to step the curlers, placing them horizontally to the natural fall of the hair, thus achieving the most volume at the roots. We start at the side of the nape and we finish in the middle. We can see in these shots the steps. We take zigzag sections, we comb the hair tightly upwards, we set the paper to protect the ends, and we then roll the curler backwards towards the root, which is then fixed with an elastic band. At the lower nape, we carry out the same process, curling the hair forwards, alternating the colours to prevent the marks that so typify the traditional perm setup. When we have finished curling the hair with the chosen curlers, we move on to applying the liquid of step 1. We soak the hair with a chemical so that the internal structure of the hair is loosened. By doing this, we are preparing for the new shape that will be fixed after the exposure time in the second chemical process. Once we have rolled the curler again, we soak the hair with the aid of a sponge. We carry on unrolling the hair and soaking each curler. In this way, the liquid penetrates all the hair right to the ends. After soaking the hair, we place the plastic strips to prevent any marks from the elastic bands. We protect the skin at the hairline with cotton wool, and we place a plastic cap to help activate the process. The exact exposure time as stipulated by the manufacturer must be adhered to if you want to get the desired results. We use a timer to control the exposure time on the hair, always following the manufacturer's instructions. After the time has passed, we unroll one of the colours to check the exact results. Next, we rinse the hair several times to eliminate the chemicals of the first step. Remember that this chemical and that of the second step must never get in contact. We now apply the neutralising or setting liquid of the second step, peroxide at very low volume, that fixes the bonds of the hair in the new position that will last for months. We unroll each curler, almost to the very end, and we add the neutralising liquid. In this way, we are sure that the liquid reaches the ends in even the longest hair. We can see here how we unroll each curler to apply the neutraliser. After we have finished this operation, we place the plastic strips again and use a timer to control the exposure time of the neutraliser, which in this case is 5 minutes. After this time has elapsed, and after getting the desired curl, we move on to rinsing the hair thoroughly. We keep the curls in place to prevent the curls from losing their tightness. We start unrolling the colours one by one. We then rinse the hair with water at low pressure, using our hands to make sure we do not loosen the curls. Next, we start to add texture to the shafts and ends to add irregularity and more volume to the final result. When we finish the texture, we apply a restructuring liquid that will add body and help define better the curl when it is dried. We dry the hair using a diffuser, making sure that the head is tilting forwards and still. After drying, we work in a finishing product that will add shine and hydrate the hair. We can see here shots of before and after, and the fantastic result of this basic perm.